Holy dooly, $100? I'm not sure you can take that back, you know. I think YouTube won't let you. That's a super chat. It's not a PayPal donation. I mean, thank you. Thanks very much, but... Well, still, regardless, thank you very much. Yeah, you can't take that back, I think. But yeah, sure, I remember you. We were chatting. I was building the canyon, I seem to remember, and we were having a chat. Anyway, yeah, I was not ready with the stream. I just I saw the donation at $100, and I was like, what? Although don't like egg each other into donating stuff. Like, hey, chill out, guys. Like, what? It's not a competition. It's a stream for everybody, etc. I'm very sorry to hear about your mother. Soon I will be in the game. I'm just starting up now. Yes. Sure. I agree. There's been some rudeness in this chat this morning, but I mean, we're all friends here. What's the issue, guys? Hello. I do recognize that name, Mr. Good Guy. Hold on, I've just lost my chat. Let me get it back. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Well, I feel very, very much supported, so I'm very grateful to you. Tekkit, I'm not sure if it works anymore, does it? I don't think it's been working for quite a long time. Oh, Elvis guy, I remember. And you wanted me to play, who was it? You wanted me to play someone else who I'd also never heard of, unfortunately. Alrighty, so finally in the game. Let me just check all of my levels are correct. Where are we? I can see the desktop music. Yeah, I think we're all good. Okay. So you will not be able to join the server, I'm afraid. But yeah, I mean, Tekkit, I think it's like way old. You need to have like a really old Minecraft installation or whatever. Right. Anyway, so I was doing a little bit of work over this way when I finished up yesterday. I've managed to improve the I think I've increased the server memory, so it should work a little bit better than it was before. Well, you could have I mean, I'm very happy, but you could have waited a minute and then you would have seen my face. But yeah, regardless, muchos apreciados, etc. So I think I'm gonna head over here and do this section today. And that is what I will do. So I think I want to do kind of a nice bay, and I know I struggled for a long time to do the same thing over here, but I think the technique that I've worked out should work pretty well. So let's try it out. So here's what I am going to do. It was a surprised face, let me tell you that. So let's bring this cliff out so that we can have kind of an edge for our bay here, and then we can bring in a sandy bay. Righty. So I'm going to do a B. Brush, cylinder, stone, 20. How are you guys doing, by the way? Everybody, you all feeling good this morning? I hope so. I hope there's no Cool. So I'm gonna do it needs to be height 20. So let's do this. There we go. Okay. Which location are you thinking of, Nudes? Maybe my girlfriend will know it. I can ask her and she'll tell me. Can I hit a spicy dad? What does that even mean? Do I want to know? Oh, a dab. A spicy dab. No, I don't dab. I don't dab, I'm afraid. No dabbing here. So, yeah, I'm thinking we could maybe bring this up to kind of quite a tall cliff. I think we might need to open the area here so that we can have more space for a boat to come through, because I do want to have a boat inside, and it's not going to explain it otherwise. I don't play by your rules. I don't have to dab on command. You dab. I don't have to do what any of you say. I'm the boss of myself. Oh, you just dabbed. Oh. I'm being outdone by a good guy. Oof. So I'm just trying to build up the level of the ground here so that we can kind of make this work a little bit better. I don't like actually quite how straight it is, so we'll try and make it a bit less straight up and down, that is. Alrighty. The whip. What is this, 2015? It's not 2015. It hasn't been 2015 for 3 years. Oh. I've just realised I didn't have my lights on. Excuse me 1 second, I just need to plug the light in. Hello again. I was so surprised that I... Ah, basalt pillars, yes. So I was talking about this before. In fact, let me show you real quick. I think there's a really good way of making basalt pillars, actually. So we can do... you're thinking of Giant's Causeway, but let me just demonstrate. We'll get rid of it immediately, but I can just show you. If I do a B, splatter ball. Just do a splatter ball. If I just do this, we can use this. Let me change the height. The size. Say 20. Whoa, it's a big one. Big boy. Right, so if I take that, and then I take a B... be our gravity. 20. And I do this. We're gonna get... we're gonna get what looks like, I think, looks quite a lot like basalt pillars. There you go. Real easy. I mean, this is not a very refined version of it. But you can see, boom, that kind of looks a bit like basalt pillars. I mean, obviously the height's kind of wrong, but you can see how this could work. I think using a smaller height range, so a smaller splatter ball, you could probably do something quite nice with kind of basalt pillars. But yeah, there it is. So, I'm gonna do a B. Brush cylinder again. So we're gonna go back to the cylinders. Yeah, I think that's kind of like that's kind of the real size of them. They have a lot of them in where is it? Iceland is what I'm thinking of. You guys should unfortunately, because of Send Nudes' name, you guys can't actually write to him. It gets it gets censored automatically, so you'll have to use a pseudonym, SN maybe. So let's lift this space up now. So we're going to do a lift brush, and using a lift brush we can, I can say yeet, yeet. I'm down with the kids. Yeet is still barely current though. Like, you're gonna have to get more current than that. I'm not even sure that Mr. Nudes will work. So, actually, I guess it will. You managed to say it without being censored. But then again, you're a moderator, so maybe you can say whatever you like. So I'm just pulling the space up so we can make kind of an interesting shape. Maybe we'll do a reef, although maybe I'm getting a bit distracted, sidetracked. I think we won't bother with a reef. We'll just get the basic shape down because this should be visible from the main position. But I think reef will have to come in later. I think maybe the word nudes is fine, but probably the word the phrase send nudes is, you know, such a meme at this point. I think it's just censored. Hello, Mr. Poppy. How are you this morning? So I'm going to try and blend this in a little here. And in fact, I still need to, there's still a lot of kind of space for me to lift here. And I'm going to go for it, actually. We're going to lift like way up so that we get kind of a nice cliff shape. I'm trying to decide what kind of a shape I want, whether I want it to come to... I think what I'm going to do is have a big kind of rock at the end, and then have it be sort of joined to by a smaller spit. Perhaps we could have an archway as well, actually. Hello, Casualty. What's up with you, friend? I can, but I'm not going to, because I don't think there's any real need to say that. that one got censored too. Nick Sander. I let it through, but yeah, you can. I guess we have a moderator whose name we do not speak of. Yeah, maybe we can do that. To be honest, I guess if you really want to. I haven't got much to say. A lot of the time. What kind of, or how long a thing are you thinking? Also, what kind of an interview are you imagining? Goodness, are these some memes that I don't even know? What is the boy in Strike Supreme? What does that mean? Sure. So do you want me to write the answer to you? Or you could ask me in the stream if you like, and you could write your answers down. Considering that I usually answer questions in the stream anyway. So what I'm going to do here is just build a big rocky rock. Oh gosh. There's some meme that I'm not aware of here. Somebody explain quick before I make a fool of myself. What is a supreme? So I think kind of like this could be cool. How long are we talking here? Maybe we could do. I don't know about Skype. I'm not sure if I wanna share my Skype really. I'm sure you could find. To be honest, maybe it's easier if you find somebody else, since I'm sure there's loads of small YouTubers who'd be willing to talk to you. I just have kind of a little bit of time restraint on my hands a lot of the time. Alrighty, so we have a bit of a rocky wall there. It's a bit, what's the word? A little bit regular, which is something we'll have to solve. But let's do a blend ball now, so we can get a bit of a smoother space. So we're gonna go for 15 maybe. And oh yes, I remember. It looks kind of cool actually, but it is not playing nicely with the water. It's okay though. We'll just replace the water when we need to. Well, maybe, as I say, maybe you'll have more success with I think YouTubers are generally fairly willing to cooperate, but maybe I'm not your man for that. Not to say I'm uncooperative, but alrighty. So we have a shape now. It's an interesting shape actually. I think it looks kind of cool actually as it stands. I mean, it needs a little bit of work, so let's put some. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a B over. No, I'm not. I'm going to do a B lift. I'm going to use a lift brush, and I'm just going to push. Not like that. I'm not. I'm going to push using. How do I do this exactly? Push. Oops. So I want to do a smaller brush. That's right. So I'm going to push through here. I'm just going to push pretty much straight through for now. And then we're going to open this up a little bit to make kind of a more interesting shape. Alrighty. Was he trolling? Whoa! Ban that guy. That's funny. Fortunately, that's not going into the chat. Do you know how to ban him, Nudes? I think if you tap on his name, you can. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nice. Well done. Executed. You can't see it. There was that guy who was chatting, Casualty, just went full on. He just flipped when I was like, no, thanks for the interview. Fatality. You win. So we're going to open up this space here, so that we can have some, potentially some water coming through here. So I'm just going to try and open it the full way down, actually. And then I'm going to make a little bit of the base. Let's get the blend ball back out. So we use a blend ball, and we'll change the size to, let's go for a size 10, and we can just use this. We'll need to go all the way to the base of the water here, but it's just super cool how the water looks with when it's kind of moved like this. Alrighty, we await your return. So, let's go into here. Let's use a lift brush again, and we can... Actually, there's probably an easy way, isn't there? Let's do it real quick. We'll do a BR sphere stone 5, say, and we can just fill out this real quick. It might have been removed automatically. Good guy. I have, since I don't have real moderators, I have to use the auto mod, and it's not, it's not great. But until I have some enough viewers to have like real moderators on every channel, you're gonna have to make do with the auto mod. So sorry, it was not a, probably wasn't a human. It was just a an auto mod, I think. So, this is quite nice actually. It looks kind of like how I imagine kind of water under the sea kind of look, rocks under the sea kind of look, where it's kind of worn in kind of interesting ways. Oh, it was by a mod. Never mind. Mr. Easy did it. Sorry, Mr. Easy. I didn't realise you were here. So. I'm gonna do a B. Whoa, what the heck just happened? What is that? It looks like a list of permissions. Funny. So we're gonna go back to a lift brush again. And whoops, that's the wrong lift brush, and we're going to do a smaller one because it's too big, so we'll do like a 7 maybe, and we'll use this just to clear out a little bit more space in here. And I want it, I think arches on the sea tend to be kind of wider at the bottom because they're more eroded there. That's how you get an arch in the first place, I suppose. So just going to erode around the bottom a little more. I don't know that anybody's getting suspended. Maybe. B. I'm actually not using a texture pack. This is the default texture pack. There's no texture pack in use. It's using the shader pack. The shader pack is Seos. That's pretty much the standard one. I think that's the one most people use. Sonic Unreal Ethers, Sonic Ethers Unreal Shaders, I think it's called, which is a well named pack because they look brilliant, really nice. Alrighty, so there we are. That looks cool, I think. So now we can probably fill the water back in. I'm not going to bother filling the water back in quite yet, because I'm going to try and do the beach first. And I think I've set myself quite a difficult task with this here, because this is going to make things kind of different. So maybe I should try and make things a little bit easier for myself, or I don't know. Nah, I'm not going to try and make things too easy, but I do need to open up the area for the beach. So let's bring this out, and this is going to be a little bit tricky. So we're going to use catenary for this. Hello. So we're going to use a BR catenary stone 1.1, I think. So, and we use a let's use a size 2. What this is going to do is, actually, let's not do that. Let's undo that. We just undo that. So we're going to take this all the way down to the water, actually, into the water. So if I click down here, and then I click over here. What happened? Hey! Hey! Nothing happened. Where'd it go? I don't understand. So what's happening here is this is basically the underground structure that's going to become a much smoother structure later. But so it looks kind of like terracing. But at the moment, what I'm trying to do is get a nice tenery, which is this. Well, you'll find out if it works. It's not working. That is weird. Oh, it's kind of worked. Oh, I see what the problem is. I know what the problem is. It's far too long a catenary. So let's try again. Here we go. So let's try again. Ah, we start to get something now. Yes, there we are. Okay. Yes, cool, cool, cool. Yes, sorry, Creeper. It's just me on the server at the moment. There we are. So I'll just use these as a little bit of a guideline for where I want the edge of the cliff here to be. So I think I'm going to go for an actual straight up cliff, so we can have like kind of a cliff ringing the beach here. This world is yeah, it's a private world. It's just me on the world. So here we go. I'm going to do an overlay. I'm going to do a cylinder. I'm going to do a stone 10, 15, say. Let's do a stone 15. Wrong kind of cylinder. 415. Yep, we'll use this for a little bit until we've kind of filled out the area here. And go down to 13. And ooh, that's too big again. So let's go down 10. 10 in here. And then we'll go down to 7. That's cool. You can do some really cool stuff with redstone. I think that'll do for now, and we'll use a lift brush now. So, and then we'll come back and try and make it into actually looking like a cliff. So, I'm going to need to make that a smaller brush, I think. So, just going to try and blend this in a little bit. This whole area is going to need a lot of work actually, because this whole back wall here has no attention so far. So, we'll see if we can resolve that. Bring this through here. Nice! Nice, mate! And yes, that's what we will do. So we'll bring the wall through to here, and soon we'll have a cliff wall here. And we'll come through here. This is now kind of degenerating into not a cliff wall anymore. Thank you, whoever is following. Let me just see if I can see who did that. Oh, Creeper, RB, welcome to the community. What is going on here? Sorry about that. I got excited with the brush. Click too many times, and then it kind of stacks up, and just they all come out at once. So there we go. That's this wall kind of done for now. We can smooth that later. Let's create the rest of the kind of the shape here. We need to smooth in the rest of the mountain, really. Yeet. So this tool is Voxel Sniper, which works in tandem, I suppose, with World Edit. So World Edit is some of the stuff. So like the cylinders that I placed here were done using World Edit, because I know World Edit a lot better. I prefer to use that for some things, but Voxel Sniper can do almost everything better than World Edit can. I'm afraid you can't join. It's just me on the server. It's like a private way. It is a private server. It's running on my laptop is here, and the server laptop is just behind the screen. It's actually what I'm reading your comments off. Yes, Voxel Sniper. That's the name of the mod. From I can't remember which server it was. It was a big build server. I don't know if there's still a big build server. Ah, Real Nixander follows me again on Twitch. Welcome. There we are. Cool, cool, cool. So there we have a cliff edge, which looks pretty nice. So I might need to make this into a cliff edge too. I should probably get rid of these pillars here. So I'm actually just going to pull out onto this side just to kind of complete this edge real quick. This section will get some TLC at a later date, because obviously I don't want to work on everything at once, but I just want to at least kind of complete this side a little bit so it's not quite so ugly. Actually, I might not even bother. This whole side is in need of a lot of work, so I'm probably not saving myself too much effort doing it now. Make sure, yeah, it seems to be. So yeah, this has still got a lot of effort to do. So let's leave this side, pretend it's not there. That's a problem for another day. And the next thing, I suppose. Yes, why did you suspend good guy, Mr. Easy? Not that this is a great medium for discussing this, but I mean, chill, right? It's not no biggie. So I'm gonna go now and figure out how we want the shape of the beach to be. So we're gonna take out the water, I think, is the best way to start here. So let's do a B sphere air 30. A BR sphere air 30. Mask water. And we will do that. And we'll just take out all of the water here. And there we go. So we can get the ocean floor nice and exposed, and we can try and make try and fill that space out. Let's expose over here too, so we can get like a real good look at what we're doing here. Alrighty. So the first thing I want to do, I suppose, is complete the rocky area, and then we can get the sand on top. Oh, okay, yeah. I suppose it's probably not super appropriate, is it? Mixer is a different what's the word? Streaming service, I suppose. Oh goodness, I've really revealed the sheer amount of work that is to be done here. Let's do a blend ball over the whole thing. Is that what I want to do? Maybe it's not. So let's do a BR cylinder. Stone. We'll do quite a wide one, 10, 5. And we'll just use this and we'll just try and make some kind of... I want this to be like a nice broad curve, which is difficult. It's very difficult, in fact, in Minecraft to do this. This doesn't help either, this basalt columns here. We probably get rid of those, actually. Right, let's get rid of them now, because they are kind of in the way. So let's... How do I do this? What's an easiest way to do this? I suppose a cylinder of air. Maybe like this. Oh, that's probably too big. Let's do 25. And I think if we do this, we can just go whoop. And we can take out pretty quick all of this extra stuff here. Oh yes, I have seen Trump and Putin, and what a mess. I hope that is the last straw for Trump, to be honest. It would be really good if we could say goodbye to his terrible self. Yeah, that would be just wonderful if we could just kind of put this chapter of world history behind us. I would love that. So let's take this all the way around, and we're going to try, as I say, make kind of curving shape. So let's start with the first one. So we have to start and kind of get it right in the first instance, and that should make it easier later, I think. So I think we're okay for now. This is kind of a curving shape. So let's now try. I think what we should do, actually, let's do flat cylinders. It's going to take a while, but it's got to be done, I think. I think there are definitely some supporters kind of around the country for Trump. He's definitely not completely unsupported, but I think he's probably pretty unpopular overall. A bit smaller, so this is kind of awkward how I'm going to do this. I think it's best to come from the top, and it's going to take a while to do it this way, but it's got to pay off because it's difficult to do it otherwise. So here's what I'm going to do is try and make these into nice arching steps, and we'll see how we go. This is kind of good. My goodness, this is going to be a big task, actually. As always. As always, I always set myself a big task. So I think maybe catenary brush can help me to figure out where I want to go with this, because yeah, Clinton was extremely unpopular. It's kind of a shame, really, that they managed, the Democrats managed to pick, or not even pick, the Democrats were corrupt enough to have the only candidate that could have lost to Trump, I think. I think even Bernie might have done better than Clinton did. Who knows, though? Actually, I'm not sure. Well, as somebody on Reddit was saying, with the way that the kind of the right-wing media portrays everything is complete socialism. So, you know, the right-wing media is going to say the exact same thing for Sanders as they would for for Clinton. So, you know, maybe they could get away with it and be like, well, we'll just put an actual socialist in. And the right-wing media would report it just the same way and people wouldn't be aware. Hello, slime. How are you, friend? It's nice to see your face. Around. Not that I can see your face, actually. It's nice to see a small text representation of you. Oh, goodness. So it's too rough at this point, I think, to go in for this. So what we're going to do, I am going to do catenary, because this can kind of lay out where our lines should be. So let's do that. So let's do BR catenary 1.1 stone. What happened with that? Oh, okay. It's stone 1.1. Yes, we're using, this is Sonic Ether's Unreal Shaders mod. How do I zoom in? There is a way to zoom in, isn't there? There it is.
I can just snipe there. And with any luck,
we've done nothing useful. Okay, that's annoying. Let's try again. I think we had to... This catenary brush is extremely finicky. I don't really know how it works.
Let's try again. And there. Good enough.
What happened now? Better, but still no good. So we need, let's try 1.02, and we'll try it again. And zoom that in, and we'll hit there. And maybe we can get it this time. What? What happened? Oh, goodness me. Oh my goodness. It is not performing very well at the moment. Alright, let's try it now. There we go. Okay, that's what we needed. So this can lay out now exactly kind of where our nice smooth smooth beach should go. So this is actually kind of perfect at the moment. So let's take a similar one here to here. Oh goodness me, I don't know what's happening with the frame rate. Minecraft is quite poorly optimized, unfortunately. And we'll take one from over here. Oh no, we have to go upwards because of the vagaries of the spline tool. So we go here. You cannot get the shaders mod on Xbox, unfortunately. My goodness. I'm really making a mess of this. Okay. But there we go. So now we have... now we've got a pretty decent idea of where we want to go. And so I just need to carry it out. Just need to do it now. Cylinder, stone. Not sure where to start. I suppose we start at the bottom actually. So we go 5. BR cylinder stone 5, and here we'll do a BR cylinder stone 5 2, which will allow us to build up if we need to. And now we're going to go down all the way to here, and actually this doesn't really make sense to work down here, but screw it, we'll do it anyway. So actually we need a much larger brush for this to begin with. So let's do a 20. And we'll just build out here at the base. So, and need to get a little bit down here. Yeah, cool. And here. I don't know where the animation comes from. It's the default animation for the streaming software that I use. I don't really want that animation, but I don't know if there's any way for me to override it. I've overridden it for YouTube, but I can't do it for Twitch for some reason, so I don't know. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of a cool animation, it's just not really appropriate, is it, if you think about it? In fact, you don't even have to think about it, it's just not appropriate for this channel. Oh, goodness me. Oh, there's so much to do here. Let's just patch this up, because there's no point in doing this kind of delicate work until we've done that. So we'll do a cylinder, 515 stone. Cylinder. Oh, cylinder stone 515. Stone 515. Yes. I'm not sure who deleted the message. Let me have a look here.
I'm assuming we don't have any superpower hungry mods here.
Oh my goodness, what happened there? Sorry guys, I'm just investigating the chat here. Wow, I'm really making a hash of this. I don't see any message having been deleted, Nixander. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. So... Oh, welcome... Umkara Chamado Thomas. That's a mouthful. Okay, well we patched that up a little bit, and I'll just do a blend ball over it just so that it looks a little bit more acceptable, because it's probably going to be under the ground. And we'll take these corners off. Hey, Fruit Loop. I'm going to blend just over here while we're getting the blend ball out, because this I don't think was ever hit with the blend ball, so that solves that a little bit. And there we go. And I'm just gonna, yeah, this area will probably be under the water and never be seen, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, no, I'm... Well, you can watch it on YouTube still. Good guy. Let me get a brush. Oh, I already have the brush cylinder, actually, don't I? So I think I can just use this. Yeah. So we're just gonna start filling out down here. I'm using, it is Streamlabs OBS. Oops. Okay, well, whoops. I did a bit of a mistake there, but it's fine. So let's go now with bulking out down here. Mr. Easy, I'm sure he's learned his lesson. Would you be so kind as to unban him? And if he does it again, you can ban him and I will fully support you. So yeah, I would say that's his one chance. If you would be so kind. So we're gonna take this all the way around. And okay, this technique is gonna work, I think. Hopefully. No, no Hypixel for me. I am not a builder on Hypixel. I'm not even a YouTuber. Not that I really care too much for Hypixel. It's not like a major thing for me. There are, you know, there is Minecraft outside of Hypixel. So this is starting to get a little bit confusing here in the middle because there's so many different, because this is where the splines have crossed. So we'll just try and avoid doing anything too outrageous to the build right now. So just going to try and survive this section, and then after we get through this section we should be back on like a nice workable guidelines from the splines again. So we're just going to bulk out a little bit here and a little bit here and through here. And in here. Nice. There we are. That gives me something at least. This is all going to be under the water, so this is not no real biggie. Okay, come on, dude. I just asked for him to unban you, and you can't then like go all aggressive. To be honest, if he bans you again, then I'm not gonna say that there was a problem there, because goodness me, the internet, guys. How does it work? Well, I know how it works. Actually, I've been on the internet long enough to know, but who knows? So this, I think this block here is a bit too big. We'll have to use an air block here. So let's actually grab a brush here, a new brush, air cylinder. Nope. We are cylinder air 4. And we're going to take this over here. Guys, what is just take a breath and relax. And try to avoid racially charged humor while you're at it. Well, I mean, people have a right to be annoyed at whatever they get annoyed at. But, like I say, let's try not to annoy each other. Huh? Does that sound like a good idea? I'm on Reddit all day, no, I'm not all day, but I mean, I'm frequently on Reddit. I don't know if I have any specific communities. I mean, I'm on Minecraft Reddit, obviously, or maybe not obviously, but, you know, as you do, occupational hazard. So I am on the Minecraft Reddit. And that's cool. That's good Reddit. Alright, Mr. Easy. Take a breath, take a chill pill. Maybe log off for a while, and I mean, I get it. You don't like people saying, you know, really fucking nasty stuff, but unfortunately, this is the nature of the internet, and you can't get mad about it because it's always going to be there. Well, to be fair, YouTube didn't read the comment, I think, good guy. But, just, let's all just take a chill. Hi, Phoenix. How are you? I'm gonna go through here. And slowly, let's see what we're doing here. See if we're getting kind of the smoothish. It's smoothish. It's not great. It still looks kind of like spilled paint, but that is the danger of using kind of cylinders in this fashion. Additive cylinders for a concave surface. Ooh, that is the wrong brush. I wanted stone. So we're just gonna keep walking out here. I'm also on the rest of Reddit. I do enjoy it. It's quite American centric, I find. It's the only real problem with Reddit. But yeah, there's some great stuff on there. I mean, you have to be a bit careful. It's a bit of an echo chamber. Yeah, this part is all going to be underwater, so it's not, you know, it's not super important what it looks like. It's the surface is where this is going to be kind of important once we get up there, because that's when we're going to see very clearly this is a good, nice, smooth, plain sand beach, or this is spilled paint. A large area with nothing, and use a command that will get you through. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I could use some kind of a fill tool, but I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make this kind of smooth, is the thing. So I don't want to use kind of big fill tools on it. Hello, Chocolate Beastie. Yeah, I guess you can leave a link, so long as it's not, you know, if it's not rude or whatever. I trust you, ish. I trust you more than most of the people on the internet, so go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna, we haven't got any rules against that in this chat as yet. If you think that people will enjoy it, if you enjoy it, go for it. Things are not like, I don't know what would trigger me, to be honest. One of these is an airbrush, isn't it? So we need this. There's too much material here, so we're going to kind of clear this out. And now we're going to start to try and. Oh, actually. Oh, I made a mistake, haven't I? Yeah. So I need to bring this forward. Oh, goodness me. Alright, excuse me for one moment. I'm actually going to use the bathroom real quick. So be nice to each other. And I will be back very shortly. And I will see you in just a moment. Hello everybody, I am back. Hello, Cameron. That's me. That's the famous videos. So we still got quite a lot of work to do here, but we're kind of getting there. It's kind of a messy job, though. I almost should have done this kind of a completely different way than the way I've done it. Probably would have made it easier. And we'll bolt this through here. Oh, I don't know if links get taken down. You can test it. What happened? Did the link get taken down, or did it post? It doesn't look like it got posted. I can't see it anyway. So trying to make this kind of smooth pattern here. Sort of working, we're sort of getting there. This area here is being left behind, so let's leave that to it. I leave it to a blend ball. Maybe I shouldn't leave it to a blend ball. Oh, I don't know. Oh well. I'm gonna try and this would be nice actually if I could see what I was doing. But yeah, I know what you mean, Phoenix. But it's not going to create kind of the nice smooth shape that I'm kind of envisioning here. Let's use a slightly bigger brush here. I can only use that to make square shapes, and I want to have a round shape here. And let's just real quick, we need to fill out back here too. And oh goodness. So I'm gonna go through here, and I'm a little bit afraid that we've got some air pockets in here, which is going to cause us real problems during the when I come to do any blend ball that I'll do on this, which is gonna happen, so maybe I should be careful about filling out those air pockets. And let's bring this through. So trying to get you can see what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the kind of nice banana-shaped, those banana-shaped beaches, banana beach. All right. Good night, friends. Enjoy your sleep. Do your beauty sleep. Not that you need it, unless you do need it. I don't know you. Maybe you need it. You could all be ugly mugs for all I know. Alrighty. So gonna bring this around again. How many people are we left? Ooh, we are down a number of people. Okay, maybe it's time for a story. Story time. Let me see. Maybe I should tell a story from my time in Korea. I have a good story from Korea, but it's so long and elaborate that I can't actually remember the whole thing. I wrote it down. I'd have to read it. In fact, maybe I'll just find the page. Yeah, sure, go for it. Like, if it's bedtime, it's bedtime. and I wouldn't blame you if you thought that my silky smooth voice was lulling you off to a deep sense of sleep. My PP is not me. What? What does that mean? Profile picture. Oh, I can't actually see your profile picture because of the way that I'm reading the messages. I'm reading it through a combined client that does not provide any profile pictures, so I don't know what you guys' profile pictures look like. Maybe some of you look beautiful in your pictures, I don't know. I'm assuming nobody has an actual... Most people on YouTube don't seem to have their own face. Goodness. Well, we're getting near the level of the sea anyway, so that's good. Soon we'll be... you can if you want. I'm not saying it wouldn't be weird. Oh, okay, Darth Vader. That changes things a little bit. I'm trying to think of a story. I'll tell you... I don't know if you guys know what I was doing last year. I'll tell you what I did last year. It's not very exciting. It's not a very great story, but it's a bit semantic. Anyway. So last year, I was working at my job, the same job that I work at now, and I decided to quit. Because actually it was more than a year ago now, it was almost 2 years ago. Gosh, goodness me, time flies, huh? And I decided to quit because I was bored. And so, I quit. And rather than getting another job, which would have been the sensible thing to do, and I decided to go for a round the world trip, and that's precisely what I did. And so I started in Europe, and I went to Europe, and I went through all of Europe actually. Well, not all of Europe, that's a complete exaggeration. I went through some of Europe. So I visited, let me think here, I started in the north, I was in Copenhagen in Denmark, and then I went to Germany, and then I went to the Czech Republic, and then I went to Italy. I think I might have missed one. Switzerland was in there. Wait, Switzerland? Was it Austria? Austria. Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I went through all of Europe, and that was cool. That was fun. I met some great people. It's not too expensive actually traveling in Europe if you travel cheap, which I did. I get that all the time actually. People tell me I look German too. So yeah. Anyway, I traveled through Europe. That was cool. And I found myself back in the UK again. After, as I say, it wasn't too expensive actually. If you fly on cheap airlines, and I bought the Interrail ticket. So the Interrail ticket allows you to travel on all the trains in Europe for a set number of days. So we travelled on 5 days worth of trains, which is cool. The trains are fun, and it's not that expensive. It's, I don't know, maybe 100 and something pounds. Ah! A chav? No! Yeah, in when I went to New Zealand, which is where I went next, a lot of people didn't believe that I was not German. You German? Are you sure you're not German? I'm like, I think I would know. So yeah, after I came back, We were thinking again, what are we going to do? We're going to start work again. Yada yada yada. And we elected not to start work again, and instead to go... Chav is... group of people. It's somewhat semi-derogatory. I'm not sure if it's really derogatory. Like, some people self-identify as chavs. It's kind of trashy. I should be careful what I say, actually, but a stereotypical chav is, you know, kind of trashy. Lives in kind of a social housing. Likes to buy expensive clothes and have like a cheap car that they kind of pimp out, put loads of mods on. And they talk like this, mate, and they'll put their hand down the pants, and they'll just be you know, massaging their junk while walking along the street, mate. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. It's actually unbelievable when you see it. But they've kind of died out a little bit nowadays. But where I was from, in North, there were a lot of chavs. Adidas, yeah. No, not like a hobo. Like kind of like white trash in America, I suppose. You know, like kind of poor but trying to appear rich. It's kind of their mode. A little bit, yeah, a little bit like white trash. Beer and sunflower seeds. They do like beer, I would say. But they're generally pretty rough. You know, they'll beat you up, for example, if you're... Oh, that's probably unfair. They're yeah, just kind of rough, I suppose. Quite prone to violence. Drinking alcohol, as they tend to live in council houses or whatever. Hopefully nobody's listening and like breaks in and beats me up, because I don't know. I think I've been fair in my description. Alrighty, so this is starting to smooth out now. What else have we got? So anyway, yes, I was up to the part where we got back and we decided to go to New Zealand, of all places. Tropical England, Middle Earth, known by many names. And so we did do that, and boy, what a journey. Travelling to New Zealand in itself was an absolute... it was a journey, let's put it that way. It was a real expedition. It's 20-something hours, I think, it takes to get there. And what 20 hours? We had flu, actually, so I don't know if you've flown on planes much, but if you fly with the flu, it can cause problems, because the flu can give you can block your ears. So it'll give you like yeah, basically block your ears and nose up, and when you're on a plane, you're getting all these weird pressures. Yeah, well, when you're on a plane, you're getting all these weird pressures, and they can basically they want to pressure your ears. But if the passage that goes from the throat to the ear is blocked, then it can be quite painful, because there's no way for that pressure to kind of normalize. Welcome, Shodari, Godzilla. And we're just going to take this corner off here. Oh, is that a Harry Potter quote? I don't know, it just sounds like a thing a Brit would say. Alright, so we're going to have to, I think, diverge a little bit from the itineraries here. I've read all the books. I assume everyone's read all the books, to be honest. It's part of our like national heritage, basically, at this point. yeah, I read the books growing up as a kid, so kind of got them as they were coming out. I think the last one came out when I was about 18, 19. Yeah, I've read all of it. I haven't read Cursed Child because I think it's garbage, and I wouldn't bother reading it again because they're kids' books, but I've never read them when I was a kid, so I think it's great. It's great kids' literature, like really good. But some people try to apply too much weight to it. Like it is, you've got to remember at the end of the day, it is they are kids' books. They're not. It's not really adults' books. Which I mean, I'd say it's fine. It's just you can't, you know, there's a lot of people try and apply a lot of stuff to it. But Doctor Who, Shakespeare, and Harry Potter. Who? What? In one episode of what? I think the world of Harry Potter is kind of a cool world, but it's also kind of like basic fantasy, really. A lot of stuff that is just kind of cribbed straight off, and I mean it's nice. It's nice, is what it is. So it's nice. I don't think it's like groundbreaking literature, but it is good literature. I would really recommend. I've been reading. Oh, I don't know actually. I was going to say I would recommend some. I was going to suggest some epic fantasy, but epic fantasy is like. It's such a waste of time. That's the problem, really. You read it and you feel it doesn't enrich your life at all. You come away having learnt nothing. Dolores. I can't even really remember, to be honest, what I thought about Snape. I just kind of assimilated and accepted it. Amongst, well, my girlfriend hates Snape. Like, she really doesn't like Snape. I think Snape's okay as a character. I think he's an alright guy. I mean, he has a lot of huge problems, but I think he does. He comes out on the right side, I guess. Oh yeah, I know Mr. Watts. He is a great inspiration of mine. I love him. I've listened to almost everything. He's almost every existing lecture. And I have. Let me have a look. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm just going to see if I can find. 1 second. Okay, I don't have any of his books with me now, but I've read a lot of the books as well that he produced. I think he's great. Really gives really accessible introduction to kind of, well, I mean, I'm sure if you know who Alan Watts is. Terence McKenna, not so much actually. I think he's too much on the edging towards the. I mean, it's fine, but it doesn't really appeal to me. It's a bit more. Bit more touchy-feely, I suppose, might be the correct term. I'm not sure. Edging more towards the pseudo-scientific, whereas I think Watts approaches these topics gives a good introduction to Eastern philosophy without resorting to pseudoscience, basically. In fact, he approaches it in a fairly scientific manner, which I think is nice. Being a theoretical physicist, that appeals to me, of course. see what we've made here. Getting the arching shape. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think we're doing it. We're doing it, guys. It's working. It's taken us like all day, but what is that? Is that I don't actually recognize that term. Is that some kind of acid? Is it masculine or something? Or is it D? Oh, is it DMT? All right, yeah, okay. Oh, I know what DMT is. What is this? Oh. Weird beginning to this music. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about drugs, given that there are some children here, and children are not to be exposed to drug talk, apparently. So I'll leave it at that. I know, yeah, I know of DMT, and yes, it sounds of interest. Alright, so now we've done the easy part. This is the easy part. Now we have to do the hard part, which is making this into like a proper, actual, smooth space. Like I said, I don't want to promote drugs on my channel, so I'm gonna leave it be at that. Well, sure, but I mean there are children perhaps around the place, so I had a friend who has okay, no, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping the topic. But I know some information about it. I know. I mean, in South America, there is they take DMT in the form of ayahuasca, which is the main. I think the main source of it still is from these leaves. These ayahuasca leaves. It's prepared as a herbal medicine, and they take it and they puke and they see visions and stuff. And I think people can go there. You can actually go there and take it if you so choose. What's Hocus Pocus? I don't recognize whatever Hocus Pocus is. Okay. Goodness me, this corner here. Letting the side down. Literally, letting a side down anyway. Letting this side down. Alrighty. Whoa, wrong brush. Yes, this one. Smaller airbrush, so we can just take the edges off. And I'm just going to have a go here at trying to blend this in. Appropriate height here. My goodness. Well, we're kind of getting the right shape, I think. No, I don't know what Hocus Pocus is. I don't know if I've heard of that. Alright, good night. I'm probably gonna head off real soon anyway. I'm actually gonna do a blend bowl if you want to have a quick watch of what we've all been waiting for. See what happens here. It's probably going to wreck everything. Yeah, there's a hole. Whoops. Yeah, there's a hole there as well. So this corner here needs a lot more attention, I think. There might not be a stream this evening, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. I would say erring on the side of not. So I can show you this part. So we've done the jungle section here, we've done another jungle section here. Big tree boy. Big mountain boy is what I meant to say. I don't know why I said tree, I was looking at the tree at the time. Got some rivers. Yeah, and so I'm building the beach. I'm trying to join the beach onto a bigger beach over this way. That's what this is presently that I'm working on. Kind of working. Whoa, gotta be careful with this thing, of course. Do a lot of damage. Yeah, let me show you, I guess I'll show you the waterfall a little bit closer. Considering there's not too much left, there's not too many viewers left in the stream, and we're coming to the end anyway. Still got some work to do here to make this a bit smoother. But it looks pretty good actually. We've got, I mean, it's actually paid off massively, I think. Yes. Okay. So we just need to sand this next, I think. That looks pretty good. So let me fly over here. I mean, this section here probably isn't even going to be visible, but I don't think it is. Let's change the view distance. It's already at 32, so I doubt this is going to be visible from the center. I'm looking at that pillar there. Oh, maybe it will. From the center, yes. Just. But not from the viewpoint. Oh, maybe. Yeah, just visible from the viewpoint. So I guess it's just about the right distance. I mean, I'm kind of considering making it so that the build is so big that you can only see it from the center, but I think I'm going to keep it to, for now, so that you can just about see right the way across. Maybe the next one will be so big you can see across. You can only see from the center how big it is. So yeah, here's the waterfall with some like cool lights in. Around the back here, I managed to work in an explanation to where this random river was coming from. See it through here. That all joins up with the rest. The mountain looks pretty cool, I think. No, not really much idea. Some people were talking about kind of White Cliffs of Dover style thing, so I'm thinking that could be cool. So maybe the other side we might have some cliffs here, I think. Maybe White Cliffs could be cool. I wanted to do a beach, but I've already done a beach, so this will be the beach. So otherwise, I mean, I'm going to bring the jungle around this way, I think. We're going to have a jungle coming over here. I want to build a very large tree as part of that. Like a huge tree, humongous tree. Which will probably go in this region here. I guess I'll need to do whatever's in here maybe as well. So maybe more mountain here. Yeah, another mountain would make sense, wouldn't it, really? So maybe another mountain in here. A big tree boy here. So, I don't know, jungle maybe coming up to kind of around here. Not sure what will be here. And I think on this side we may have open space where I can build perhaps a town, so kind of flat, grassy area. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like for now. So hopefully, wow, this would be great actually looking at it. Imagine like having a house here. You've got a house here and you can just see all this cool stuff outside. Yeah, it's going quite well. I've come up with sorry, excuse me. I've come up with a solution for combining all the time lapses into one, and so it's going to take a long time to do it. But in theory, what we're going to see when I'm doing it is something like the camera is positioned kind of where this glass block is, say, and basically looking down and seeing the whole thing being built, and then looking up and then zooming around and seeing all this being built, the mountain being built, the beach being built, all the way around, and just so it'll be in one single smooth shot, looking down, watching that being built, moving up and moving all the way around in a single shot, which, if it works, will definitely be the best time lapse I've ever done. If it works, we'll have to see. Anyway, I've stayed far too long and I must go. So I'm going to say adios and ciao and goodbye. Bye bye. Bye. Not disconnect. I need to end stream.